Hello, my name is Nikki Ledford. I am a nutrition educator and chef, and I'm here today to talk to you about inflammation, what it is, and how we can use food to help reduce excess and harmful inflammation. Within our bodies, we have these amazing systems like respiration, which helps us breathe, circulation, which helps deliver oxygen to our muscles, and digestion, which helps deliver nutrients to our brain and organs. When seeking to address issues related to inflammation, we are taking a deeper look at another important system in our body, the immune system. The immune system recognizes when our body needs help fighting off a threat and sends out a signal called inflammation to initiate this process of healing. Inflammation is a natural and vital response within our body. The immune system uses inflammation to help address injuries, stress, or sickness. We want inflammation when necessary to heal a wound or recover from catching a cold. Unfortunately, many of us live in a state of chronic and systemic inflammation. Chronic inflammation is when our body sustains an immune response for a long period of time. While the inflammation resulting from a cut on our arm will resolve fairly quickly, chronic inflammation can go on for weeks, months, and years. Remaining in a chronic state of inflammation can eventually cause more and often serious health issues. Chronic diseases such as autoimmunity and heart disease are examples of how long-term inflammatory states can worsen over time and result in dire health complications. Other situations that lead to chronic inflammation can be attributed to the downstream effects of unhealthy lifestyle habits. Inadequate sleep, poor diet, and smoking are daily behaviors that ultimately do not support our body's overall health and can bring about a state of meta-inflammation. Meta-inflammation is a recently coined term that is related to inflammation resulting from metabolic syndrome. Metabolic syndrome is a medical diagnosis for those who struggle with an array of underlying health conditions like type 2 diabetes, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, hypertension, and insulin resistance. Those who suffer from metabolic syndrome are living in a state of inflammation largely driven by modern lifestyle factors, including eating a diet high in sugar and refined carbohydrates and low in fiber, fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats. It's easy to see how eating a nutrient-poor diet with an inadequate intake of fresh, healthy foods can eventually take a toll on our long-term health. So what can we do about it? Fortunately, we can help reduce the amount of inflammation in our bodies by eating well. Scientists have observed measurable improvements in inflammatory blood markers for those who follow an eating strategy resembling the Mediterranean diet. This traditional diet is rich in whole foods like fish, lean meats, vegetables, fruits, olive oil, nuts, and seeds. These foods contain essential nutrients and inflammation-fighting compounds. Another key strategy is avoiding foods that make inflammation worse. This includes lowering our intake of alcohol and sweetened beverages, while also limiting the amount of refined sugar and refined flour foods in our meals and snacks. Prioritizing meals with fresh produce, grabbing a piece of fruit for a snack, and using extra virgin olive oil on a salad can be an important step on a journey towards reducing our inflammation. Chronic inflammation is a complex problem. Each of us has a unique story with many obstacles. Food is just one part of a holistic approach towards reducing inflammation, along with making efforts towards better sleep, moving our body daily, and maintaining quality social relationships. Changing the way we eat is a great place to start in assisting our body's immune system and lowering damaging inflammation.